South Africa is close to the heart of many of the Windsors, Harry's family. Harry said that he spent a lot of time in that country during his youth and has called it his second home. In 2019, the Sussexes went on an official tour of South Africa as representatives of the Queen, and according to them, they'd wanted to live in South Africa after stepping down as royals. So everything was idyllic between the Sussexes and South Africa, right? According to Meghan, wrong. In 2022, in the first episode of a podcast, Archetypes, she related her grudges. Meghan dismissed her accommodations in the capital, Cape Town, as this housing unit they had us staying in, and she said a fire had broken out in the child's room and that there were no smoke detectors. South Africans took to Twitter and other social media sites. They said that they'd welcomed Meghan with open arms and that she was now depicting their country as an unsafe dump, that the housing unit was the British High Commissioner's sprawling mansion, a residence which the British former Prime Minister John Major once described as unimaginably luxurious, that there was no fire in Archie's room but a smoking heater, etc. Archie, then 4 months old, was not in the room in Cape Town when a heater started to smoke, but the incident left Meghan shaken and in tears. Others are understood to recall the incident which took place on September the 23rd, 2019. And while they don't remember there actually being a fire, the heater was certainly smoking and was unplugged and dealt with. South Africans have not taken too kindly to her claims on social media, to the point where #VoteSecMeghan, an offensive term meaning go away, was trending on Twitter. One wrote, "South Africa, you're amazing. The VoteSecMeghan tag is brilliant. She's single-handedly offending the world country by country. Shame really when most of her fan base in South Africa. Whoops." Another said, "I don't care about the fire incident, but the statement coming to South Africa was the bravest thing she'd done speaks volumes. As if she was coming to some apocalyptic state or something. She should elaborate on what was brave about it. Is it because it's in Africa? #VoteSecMeghan." A third added, "So after the supposed fire, Meghan could have taken Archie to their engagements in South Africa. Catherine did it in Australia and New Zealand without issue. How come she couldn't? You know why? Because then it would no longer be just about her. #VoteSecMeghan." Also part of the criticism was the Sneeman podcast host Lulama Anderson, who tweeted, "Meghan Markle doesn't care how she portrays South Africa. She must never step foot here again." He also shared, "Optics will suggest that South Africa isn't safe." In the documentary, Harry accuses the royal family of leaking stories to the press. He said, "In 2018, we'd already talked about perhaps moving to New Zealand, and that never transpired. Then the beginning of 2019, we discussed the whole concept of us moving to South Africa and us supporting charities and organisations in Africa. The palace signed off on us moving to South Africa. My father's office knew about it. My brother's office knew about it, and my grandmother's office knew about it as well. No one else knew. It was very much an internal document. No one knew. And it was leaked to the Times newspaper, and then that whole plan was scrapped because it became a public debate. Once plans like that become public debates, 9 times out of 10, it's going to fail."